Hello guys. Who's got two thumbs and is on the video screen right now? This guy. Today, I'm gonna do a video on the things that I want to see. You know, I am the best player in the world, so it only makes sense that I make a video to explain what I want to see. Alright, so, number one, the biggest change that I would like to see is respawn times linked to net worth rather than game time. Why guys, why do I want to see this? Well, the current situation with death timers being completely tied to game time means that the most important thing for everyone is a high amount of souls. If respawn timers were tied to net worth, support players wouldn't have to take farm on the map. It does feel like it's a bit strange, right? Because if they have a haze, right, and the haze is played really well, and she's got, let's say, at 20 minutes, she's got 30k, and like everyone on your team's got, you know, 18k. If you manage to kill that haze, you've essentially just spent about 3 people's entire health bar to try and kill this person. And most of the time, when you try and recover from this kill, they respawn at the same, but you know, they respawn so fast, and I feel like it doesn't really make sense to me. There has to be a downside to it, right? That if you make a mistake, you get punished for it. And I'm even in favor of like reducing the amount of gold that you give, because I feel like having time means more. You can take more off the map. So pretty much right now, respawn timers heavily favor people that are far ahead. Change number 2, guys, numero dos. You may know this about me. I want mega creeps to be taken out of the Rejuvenator. Having mega creeps essentially from Dota 2 and buyback with a Rejuvenator respawn in one punch of in the Rejuvenator is just too much for me. Whoever gets the Rejuvenator essentially forces the enemy into their base, and that's just a boring gameplay loop, to be honest. Like, it's strong enough with the quick respawn time. That's totally, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, having to deal with like being able to team wipe the enemy and being in your base, you can't actually do anything. So even if you completely outplay the enemy, you still have to do that again. And it just, you know, it's not that exciting. And on top of that, base races are just not a thing in Deadlock. I've played probably like 600 games, and there's only been about 2 games that have actually resulted in a base race, because the Rejuvenator is so strong that the entire map swings, and it's just a bit boring, you know? Like, okay, another thing is that I want the outside respawn on each of the either left and the right lane to either announce to everyone that someone is teleporting, or cost a resource such as HP to go through. The reason I want this is because MOBAs are all about punishing the enemy by going to different sides of the map, right? That's kind of how you play. If you're weak, you go to another side of the map. If you're strong, you fight, as a very dumbed down version. What the side lane teleporters do is they essentially just kind of get rid of that. And you could argue that it's similar to Dota, right? Dota put in teleporters on the sides of the map. However, they cost a lot of mana to use, right? They cost a lot of resource. Right now, if I'm on the left side of the map and they're on the right side, I'm still not safe because they can just freely teleport and get movement speed. So, to be honest, I don't know how they would want to change that, but I think the fact that you can just freely go between, it's kind of counterintuitive. I'd like to see it change to be a bit more difficult to catch people off guard from the teleporter. Okay, I want parrying to be less dangerous, right? And this may, guys, I may get a bit of flack cannon from Gears of War for this one. Or no, is that Unreal Tournament? Pretty much, I think right now, parries are a bit too dangerous. I think parries should get you punished. The fact that you don't take melee damage is good. Getting a heavy melee off is, you know, does a lot of damage. Being able to get 2 heavy melees off on the enemy, a little bit too much. Like, I feel like getting to a lane and if you get parried one time, you die. When this game came out, right, like, and I was playing a lot, I got really good at the parry. I think my parries are pretty top notch, guys. And like, versing low MMR players, you can just parry them once and you kill them. Melee builds are interesting. Melee builds are cool. And we have a lot of melee resist in the game. So yeah, I feel like it wouldn't be a worse thing if they just shorten the duration by like, I don't know, 25-30%. It would also make mid-boss steals harder to do. Anyway, who cares? Next one. Okay, So I think as well, what would be interesting is the camps in the middle of the map, those two big camps. It'd be cool if they made like a few, like, you know, those two big camps with the two little ones around them? If they just made all those big and made them more HP and give a little bit more, that would be really cool because you'd have to fight for them. This may, you know, do a bit of snowballing. However, if you take them, you can gank them while they're doing it. It'd be cool to have that in the middle of the map. Make it a bit more dangerous, but give a bit more souls. That would be cool. Okay, I think as well, guys, I think that you shouldn't be able to parry towers. It makes diving towers interesting. You know, you can dive better, but I feel like it shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't be able to parry a tower's damage, because I feel like the strength of towers is that they defend things. And being able to run through and parry it with 0 damage, that kind of feels a bit shit as the defender. Even as the attacker, I feel bad, you know? It's like, you know, it just feels bad, you know? That's all I gotta say about that. Another one, guys. Valve, please listen to me. I can be trusted with a firearm. So, can we please put the name of the person that unpauses? Please. Guys, we have to have a name and shame, because I've been in games where my teammate's been disconnected and the enemy just keeps unpausing. And it's like, okay, I guess we lose. Okay, cool. I want to be able to talk smack. I want to talk some malarkey to this guy. I want to give him a piece of my mind, of my noggin. Here's another big change, is I think there should be more time in between the meeting of creep waves. Because right now, in a solo lane, it really feels like you don't have time to rotate or to farm. I play the solo lane probably the most, and I feel like I'm in this position of, I can stay here and take the wave and keep doing that on repeat, and I don't make any plays in the map, or I rotate, and as soon as I rotate, the enemy creeps have met and they push tower, right? I think this is a problem of creep waves that are meeting a little bit too fast, specifically in the side lanes. You push out a wave, and it immediately meets, right? I don't know if you guys have noticed that in a solo lane. The fact that creep waves meet so fast means that there's no amount of time in lane where you can disappear without the enemy knowing if they're good. In Dota, it works like you get like, I don't know, 6 or 7 seconds before they meet again, or even longer, where you can actually make a play on the map. But anyway, guys, it's been Walloom, OCE Gaming Extraordinaire, Gaming Freak Show, Game Show. That's me. Thanks, guys. You guys are the real superheroes. Don't forget that, okay? Don't forget that.